With the new year approaching, I ranked the top 10 best dungeon crawler games that came out in 2025. In this list are games that help us escape reality as we fight against fearsome monsters and uncover unique treasures as we carry on through the perils below. Which games do you think are the best? Let me know in the comments below. Starting things off, we have Villages and Dungeons. It's a roguelite deck building auto battler where you fight through randomized dungeons and evolve your strategy along the way. Throughout the game, there are 300 different cards that can be found, separated by 5 elements: water, fire, light, dark, and wood. The constantly random setup and retro game appearance is intriguing, but the use of AI to generate most of the content in the game keeps this game low on the list. Dragon Ruins 2 is an auto-battler arcade game with RPG elements. 1,000 years ago, dragons ruled the world until one man stole the fire from them, exiling the dragons and all their treasures to the depths. You now must band together as a party of 4, seeking out the lost fortune, completing quests along the way, and achieving glory from fighting the mythological beasts below. The game definitely gives off a nostalgic feeling, and the auto-battle system is a great option for a laid-back adventure, making it a decent option and securing it as number 9 on this list. Lost for Swords comes in at number 8. It's got that retro medieval dungeon crawler feel to it, and it delivers well on that. In this game, you play as different classes to defeat the bosses from all the towers on the game map. The playstyle is simple, yet addictive, and everything within the game seems to be well polished. After you win the game though, it does feel a bit repetitive, and it's less challenging than the games higher in this list, making it an ideal option if you're new to the genre. At number 7, we have a retro auto-battler called He Is Coming. The Demon King is back after millennia, and you must seek out and defeat him by utilizing powerful artifacts and defeating his minions in the wake of the apocalypse. Every 3 days, a new minion will fight you, leaving you ample time to prepare. The graphics are minimal, but the gameplay is extremely addictive, and with over 350 items and nearly endless synergies at your disposal, He Is Coming is a good nostalgic game for many offline playthroughs. At the 6th spot, we have Fellowship. Fellowship is an online co-op dungeon adventure game set in a fantasy world. Players must work together to defeat hordes of enemies, all the while collecting loot and solving puzzles. After each dungeon run, players will earn prizes based on the level of difficulty. The game also offers a competitive leaderboard, available for those who prefer showcasing their individual skills. With the promise that players won't outlevel the game based off of their future seasonal updates, dungeon modifiers, and new features and rewards, Fellowship is a solid option for dungeon crawlers in 2025. Elden Ring Nightreign is a Souls-like role-playing game for either 1 or 3 players, and it comes in at number 5. In the game, you must choose between 8 characters with unique skill sets and work together to take on the bosses during the daylight, as well as the environmental threats encroaching in the night, leading up to the final day where you fight a Night Lord. The visuals are breathtaking and the gameplay is addictive. Even though this isn't a pure dungeon crawler, it has enough dungeons, caves, and catacombs to make it on this list. At number 4, we have FlyKnight. I found this co-op adventure game randomly and noticed that despite its $6 price tag, it's a really fun game. In an age of insects, a witch stole flight from all of them, but the FlyKnights must band together and defeat her and the other bosses along the way to get their flight back. The game offers a handcrafted environment with many side paths, limb-based combat for hack and slash fans, nostalgic music and graphics from the RuneScape mod maker, and fishing if you have time to kill. All in all, FlyKnight is a great game to run with friends. Coming in at number 3 is a full release of Abiotic Factor. This game is a strange twist on your typical survival crafting game. Unlike the majority of survival games, this is a lot more story driven. It also has a lot of complex puzzles and resources to attempt to manage for an up to 6-player party. This game is built more around deep thinking to survive the random and crazy encounters that come up in the dungeon crawler experience. The graphics seemed a bit subpar, but once the random items were found in game and were usable for different weapons and upgrades, the game became much more enjoyable. Making it at number 2 on the list is R.E.P.O. This is an online co-op horror game for up to 6 players. In this game, you must find and carefully transport valuable items out of areas filled with violent monsters and carefully bring them back to your creator for upgrades and weapons. The wonky look to characters are a nice touch to this game, and the implementation of horror makes this a must-have for thrill seekers of all ages. With the full release of Hades 2, it comes as no surprise that this roguelike dungeon crawler lands at number 1. You play as the immortal daughter of Hades and are quested with defeating the Titan of Time, all the while fighting many doomed souls, finding treasures, and gathering boons from the Olympian gods along the way. With the game offering a bigger world, new challenges, new locations, upgrade systems, and other untold features, Hades 2 has everything a dungeon crawler enjoyer could ever want, from 2025. Those are the best dungeon crawlers released in 2025. If you feel there are games that should be on this list, let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you liked the video, and click here if you want to see the top 10 best roguelike deck building games released in 2025. See you next time.